The subject really is soft power, because we all understand the things that we're doing in the background to make a difference. They tend not to be public, but they make a huge difference. So my theme is about soft power. But before I start, a really good way to think of this conference is, do you know, we're talking about some things from the past, but it's about the future. It's about what we do next. That's the most interesting. And I think helping to formulate those plans is what this network is all about, is the benchmarking and the networking that we'll do. So my 4 LEPs that I will speak for at the moment, one of them is the Northeast LEP, and it has put together a really good career guidance benchmark, a particularly good one, so good that they have been able to, it's a national policy that they deliver regionally, but they've done so well that they've been able to go to Whitehall and actually influence national policy. A really interesting example of very soft power. Another one is the Tees Valley Compass. Now, Tees Valley is just to the north of where I sit. They have a really good reputation for having a very strong public-private partnership, genuinely strong. And that means they've been able to embed their growth hub into the combined authority policies. So in so doing, they've attracted £32 million for the growth hub, a salutary benchmark for all of us. That's soft power again, working so closely with the local authority. The third LEP that I would speak for with a small example is a Humber LEP, because their Tetney pipeline is a subsea pipeline for Phillips 66. It's 4.5 kilometers long, and it wouldn't have been built without Humber LEP using their influence to influence the regulatory authorities. So in the background, how do you get permission to do that sort of thing? That was what the LEP was all about. An interesting example of soft power. And then turning to my own LEP, which has the longest name in the business, that's York, North Yorkshire and East Riding. I hope you remember that. The big one for us, we happen to have the biggest private sector project value-wise in the north of England. That's the potash mine, £1.7 billion. The next biggest is over to the west, and it's a shopping centre, and it's about half that size. So right out there, 1.7 billion pounds, 1,000 jobs. It is £2 billion exports for the UK economy when it gets going. And you know what? It was going to be turned down on the grounds on economic grounds. And the LEP got behind it, became the economic consultee, really pressured all the councillors, and it was passed by 1 vote by the planning authority, the biggest single thing in the north of England. And what else have we done to help them? We've actually invested in a business park nearby at Whitby to make sure that the supply chain jobs are available. So strategic thinking and soft power, interesting examples of what LEPs do, which isn't recorded in the headlines.